Yo, what's up? Welcome to day 2 of OKB's PAX East 2019 conversations.
Yes.
I'm Blessing. Of course, we have Alex Van Aken, the homie.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here. Day 2.
Day 2.
How are you feeling?
It's actually technically day 3 by the time we're recording this.
By the time people are hearing this, it's probably day 5.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm doing good.
You're doing good?
Yeah.
You're not like dead yet?
No.
No PAX Pox?
I'm still here.
Awesome. I'm still here, and we're here to talk about video games,
Awesome.
which is exciting. I'm going to start with you,
Okay.
because I feel like you have more interesting games that you played to talk about.
Okay.
What game do you want to talk about first?
I want to talk about Katana ZERO. So, Katana ZERO, I've heard good things about it, but I was still a little skeptical going in, just because I feel like we've seen this. It's like a ninja, 2D ninja game. Where I was just like, I feel like I've seen this before.
Because we got in the Messenger last year.
Yeah, and it looks way more stylish than that, but
Yeah.
it's still like I felt like it might feel similar, but it's actually way more akin to Hotline Miami in the fact that if you get hit once, you're dead. And you have to restart the run. And so it's a game about you're essentially playing as an assassin. First of all, the animation is insane.
Yeah. Do you know the developer?
Yeah, it is. Devolver's publishing.
Devolver's
it.
publishing.
I can pull up the dev.
But it's a Devolver digital game.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that makes sense.
And so I feel like it fits within their lineup really well.
And what do you play it on?
I played it on probably a PC.
Okay.
They didn't show what it was on,
Gotcha.
but it felt like a PC.
Did you have a controller?
Yeah, but
Xbox controller though?
It was a PS4 controller.
Okay. But it was probably
No, actually no. What was very weird is a Pro controller for the Switch. So I guess
so
I
you played it on
was.
Switch. Yeah, I was gonna say because I
sense.
think it's a Switch game.
Okay.
Probably coming to PC.
Yeah, I feel done now.
Yeah.
But so I played Katana ZERO. It's very stylish. A lot of like storytelling that I wasn't expecting. Like, so when I got up to the booth, they were starting to say things like Hotline Miami and stuff. And I was like, okay, like I have like a certain expectation for this. And then it kind of injected a lot of personality that I wasn't expecting, and a lot of style. So essentially, like, you can slow down time to like. There's a lot of really tough enemies that have like, in order to deflect them or dodge them, you have to slow down time and then use your other powers while you're in like essentially bullet time. And you kind of have to do that to proceed. Like I tried to get like the timing down to like deflect bullets on the fly, and it seems like that mechanic is crucial to success.
Is it a difficult game?
Yes.
Does it seem like okay? I'm really hyped for it.
I was
really
embarrassed because I was at the press station and there was like a line of people behind me watching, and I was dying over and over. But I ended up beating the demo finally. But so it's like you're going through this 2D space.
Pixel art.
Yes, pixel art. Really detailed pixel art.
Okay. I've
really
seen
detailed.
some of the animation looks really cool
It
from what
is.
I've seen. I like really want to play it because the way it like the time stuff that they've shown off, right? Essentially, like it looks like when you're about to slash something, like you kind of freeze for a second and then take off.
deflect it.
Yeah, looks really cool.
Yeah, so you have the freeze ability, you have your normal slash. You can pick up items and throw them really far, which is good for some enemies. And you have like a dash mechanic. Well, your right bumper is like a dash. And so like there's certain times where you have like a laser that you have to like dash through or stuff like that. And so there's a few different enemy types, and there's a lot of moments that are kind of predictable. If you played Hotline Miami, it's like, okay, there's an elevator coming. There's probably a person inside that's gonna try to kill me.
Yeah.
And so like some of that stuff has been predictable because of like that's like it's very derivative of Hotline Miami, and so you kind of come to expect it. But the game's really great. What I really liked about it is after all the carnage, like you're going through these levels like really fast, and you're as soon as you die, you're back in it, and so you are kind of like just constantly throwing yourself against this wall of enemies and challenges. And so there's a lot of things to miss, like you miss the details. And so after every stage clear, it kind of almost similar to Super Hot, it replays what you did.
Okay.
And so you can kind of watch what you did. You can.
I like that.
It's skippable.
Gotcha.
Because it kind of gets old
levels?
after a while. They're very short. They're like it's literally like one screen.
God, this game sounds great.
Yeah, and
I'm into it.
The music's great. What I really like is at the end of every like main sequence, like main world level, whatever, you sit down and talk to your therapist, who is also like your hitman boss. And you sit down and and have like dialogue choices and talk about what you did, and they kind of unravel the story and like details that you might have missed about what was going on in the level. Because like at the end of the day, like it's almost like, oh, I'm just like going through these levels and killing people. Like,
Yeah.
But it kind of adds context to what you're actually doing and helps you say, oh, I was going to this, hotel and killing this high mafia lord or whatever.
That sounds cool.
And then there's like dream sequence. It's very trippy. Like the story is like, I think, a bit ambiguous at times, but from what I've seen so far, but it seems
dope.
cool. It's cool.
I'm excited to check that out. I'm probably going to check that out this weekend at some point. A game that I have checked out today, I had an appointment for Falcon Age in VR.
The Twitter famous game.
Yes.
I feel like
Twitter famous?
I think it is. I think that's how
Interesting.
It got on my radar was Twitter.
They
have the owl that like bobs its head.
Yeah, the owl that like you like. So essentially, it's a VR game. The whole conceit behind the game is it essentially takes place on a dying planet colony, and so essentially the planet is being colonized by these colonizer robots, and it's destroying the culture of the planet. It's actually a really like interesting and kind of real kind of narrative behind it. But they take it, and I think they kind of put like a friendly coat over it in order to deliver it in kind of an acceptable way. But it looks cool. It kind of reminds me of Firewatch in terms of the art style.
Is it a walking sim?
It's an action game.
So
it's weird because like I talked to the developer. Ika was there, who I believe is the lead developer. And he was kind of talking about it. And I asked him like, okay, what genre do you kind of put this game in? Because it seems like Firewatch, but like the more I played the demo, the more I realized like, oh, there's action elements. There's cooking elements. There's crafting. There's looting. All this stuff. So it's an action game, but it's not like heavy action. It's like soft action, where like there's action stuff, but the whole game isn't just like hacking and slashing. But like I mean that's kind of more deep into the game. I feel like the thing that everybody's kind of taking away, the thing that they're kind of promoting is the Falcon. So essentially you play as, I think her name is Ara. I think it's Ara. It's definitely Ara. You play as Ara, who's just escaped from prison after befriending a Falcon. And the game takes place over the course of time. The Falcon kind of grows, and you have like this essentially grown-ass Falcon that you can, if you're playing in VR, you can hold the left PlayStation Move controller. I think it's PlayStation exclusive for now. On PS4 and on PSVR. But you can hold the left PS Move controller to your face and hold the left trigger to whistle, and then you hold out your arm, and your Falcon, who you can name, lands on your arm, and you can like essentially play around with it. You can pet it, you can like dress it up, you can feed it, you can move around your arm, and it does like a Falcon thing where like the head stays in place. And I don't want to do like my dance move right now, but like essentially it's a cool effect. But the whole game, gameplay wise, is this sort of dance between you as the player doing what you're doing, and then also commanding the Falcon to help you in certain situations. So in combat situations, right, we're like taking out these robots, and sometimes you'll come across a drone that's like flying, and you can point your Falcon at the drone, and they'll take it out, and then you can finish it after it like falls to the ground. And so there's that back and forth. You can you can go hunting.
Ooh, that's cool.
And yeah, you can send your Falcon after like a rabbit or something.
What are the benefits of hunting? Like craftables?
You can like cook food, and the food will give you benefits. I believe it'll give your Falcon benefits also. I don't know if it's exclusively the Falcon that you're giving benefits, or
like temporary, like Breath of the Wild.
I'm not sure. But I mean that's basically the benefits of it. I believe you can collect recipes and stuff.
Interesting.
And so
can you solve puzzles? Are there puzzles?
I'm not sure.
Because I feel like this game, when I looked at it, I was like,
it doesn't seem puzzle heavy.
Action.
There's kind of puzzles in the action. And so like essentially you're kind of solving how to defeat enemies, if that makes sense. And so there's an enemy where like you have a baton kind of thing, and if you hold the right trigger with your baton out, you can essentially have like a whip kind of maneuver, and so like you can whip at an enemy, pull them back, and then that'll like open up their weak spot, and then you can like smash them with your baton. So you're figuring out ways to open up your enemy's weak spots in order to defeat them. I'm not sure how puzzle heavy the game is, but it has those small puzzle elements in there at least. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to it. Game comes out in April, and so people will be playing it soon. And yeah, I have high expectations for this one. What's your last game?
Last game is a local multiplayer puzzle party game. You are essentially a bunch of people, a bunch of legless creatures.
Legolas.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Fire. Man, that was a great joke.
Thank you.
You're Legolas. You're just holding. You have the ability to grasp with your left hand and grasp with your right hand, and you are on these almost platforms midair. And so you'll have like your starting platform that everybody kind of falls on the beginning of the level, and then there's usually some sort of weird shape or figure or whatever that you can grasp onto, like towards the middle of the map.
Yeah.
And then you have a horseshoe that you're trying to get into at the end. So essentially, the entire point is they kind of deceive you because you play through the tutorial and it kind of teaches you to grapple and you're kind of like. You hold on to the environment with one arm, let go of the other, and you kind of swing across like almost like a spider or something.
Okay.
And so you're using your momentum to.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Barrel of Monkeys kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So the tutorial sets you up, and you can do everything yourself. But then when the actual level hits, you literally can't do anything unless you do it with all of your friends.
Interesting.
And so it's a battle of communication and like remembering. You're essentially like making a human chain.
You're all
to
working
get across the
together.
level. Yeah.
Okay.
And so you'll have one person who kind of starts the chain, holding on to like the platform, and then you have to like somehow wrap around, grab. It's super chaotic, and grab somebody, and you have to link arms, and they have to link arms, so on and so forth. And then you all fling off together off the side.
Yeah.
And you have to like try to have the person on the other end of the chain grab the next platform. And
what's the game that's like it's a multiplayer game? It sounds like this where it's all the characters in the game are like naked and kind of have like big old dongs.
Yeah.
You know,
Mount Your Friends.
Mount Your Friends. Is it like that?
Yes.
Okay.
So it was the only game. Like, there's been several games that show that are like super witty and like they try to have like clever dialogue. This is the only game that's made me like actually laugh.
Okay.
It was an interesting demo.
That makes
for
sense.
Sure. I was playing with actually like just attendees at the show floor, and we all were like, at the beginning it was like no communication, and by the end like we were we played through three levels. By the end we were like a well-oiled machine, and there's like coins you can collect, almost like Celeste strawberries. Like there's items in hard to reach places, but if you get them and you collect enough of them, you can unlock new skins and like costumes and stuff. But it's super fun. The level design's really clever.
That's exciting.
Yes.
I want to check that one out.
Heave Ho.
Heave Ho.
Yeah, it's another Devolver game.
Devolver killing it.
Yep.
Dude, Devolver, Annapurna, and whoever is doing dangerous driving, they all seem to be killing it. And so it's been a good PAX. Stay tuned. We're gonna have a day 3 video hopefully up tomorrow.
Yep.
But yeah, I've been Blessing. You can follow me on Twitter at Blessing Jr. You can follow Alex on Twitter at It's Van Aken. You can follow OK Beast on Twitter at OK Beast Now. We're here at PAX all weekend, PAX East 2019, partying, hanging out, chilling.
I'm tired.
Playing video
so
games.
tired.
We want to die. Until next video, of course, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Love you.